Rachel, we're in your decorated space here, which is looking beautiful. Talk to us a bit about how you put this together.
Okay, so first of all, the way that I usually work is it's very personal. I ask my clients a lot of different questions. I research the building that I'm about to decorate for a very long time. In this instance, this is a box in basically a conference setup, and so it's a completely different thing for me to design. It was the first project like this that I've ever been asked to do, so I basically decided, okay, well, it is a box that I'm decorating, and it's going to have the most beautiful things in it, so I should think about it almost like a jewellery box and really think, how can I showcase these beautiful little jewels in the best possible way? And that was why I thought of the gloss walls first of all. Basically, I knew that with the gloss walls, they would reflect all of the beautiful lights we've got in here, would bounce off the walls, they'd glow, the deep colour also. So for example, if you look at how jewellery is often displayed in a box, it's usually a black felt or a black velvet or something that it has a dark colour. And so I went for a deep background colour because it actually really, everything that goes onto a dark background just like glows and shines and just looks completely incredible. And so that was the thinking behind that. And then I thought, okay, well, I've got to start like thinking about antiques and historic homes. And so I started to think about, what is it about historic homes that I really love? I love a frescoed ceiling more than anything. So with the ceiling, we basically with the ceiling, we asked Surface View to make a high-res image of a painting of the Cutty Sark, and then we got them to paste it all over the ceiling. So it gives you the impression of a frescoed ceiling, but it's also a reasonable thing to do in this kind, with one day to put it up. We then, I looked for my colour palette in the tail of the peacock. I kind of got into my head that I really wanted a peacock. I don't really know why, but I just was like, right, it's got to be a peacock. So I then looked at his feathers. I took all this inspiration from these beautiful emeraldy greens and these beautiful deep blues, and then with some, neutral kind of colours coming in. So that's where I got my colour palette from. And then I basically asked a lot of the people that we really love to work with to sort of respond to the room.
And just wanted to ask you as well, in your general kind of day-to-day designing, how would you actually describe your style in your interior design?
Eclectic is definitely the first word, and you can probably tell from this room. I think I'm not so. I don't feel like I need to do a very specific sort of look. It's an organic process, the way that I work, and so I want it to be a reflection of somebody's personality, the person who I'm working, whose house I'm doing, and quite often that develops in a really beautiful way as we're working for them. So we'll have these concepts at the beginning, and then it will totally evolve around what we learn about them, their sense of humour, what they love, what they hate as well. All of these things come out, so it's eclectic in age and style, but it's also eclectic in how personal it is, because I think we're all pretty eclectic when it comes down to it. It's very hard for any of us to pin ourselves down,